Hey guys, this is Ace3073 again at learnmagictricks.org. Today I'm going to teach you a trick that I call the transforming card. It doesn't really have any relevance to Chris Angel's magic trick, the transforming card, but I'm going to show you the performance in the tutorial. So here goes. What I want you to do is just pick a number between 1 and 5. I don't have a spectator, so it'll be 3. Here, go down here. So 1, 2, 3. So look at that top card. They don't show me or anything. Okay. So that's going to be it, right? Okay. So then, here we're going to fit them all in the deck. Stuff them in anywhere. Okay. Shuffle up the deck. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to try to find your card. If I find it, just say yes or no. I don't have an audience member, but it's right there. Okay. So, is that your card? Audience member would say no. You're like, what? Okay, alright, whatever. So, put that card down. Put your hand on it, just like that, okay? Okay, here, move that down. Okay. Alright, and so, is that your card? No? Okay then. Put that card down too. Don't take your hand off that one either. Okay? So now watch. When I cut the deck, here, I'm going to turn this light off. When I cut the deck, it should be that card. It's not? It should have been that card though. And it is. Okay. This is actually a really simple trick. It may not seem so, but it is. So what you're going to do is, all you have to do is memorize the bottom card, okay? In this case, it's going to be the 9 of clubs, okay? So we're going to take the 9. Now what you're going to do is you're going to push the 9 back a little bit above the other cards. So it's like this. And then you're going to put your hand over it like this with your left hand or whatever hand you're going to deal out with. Or you're not going to deal out with. So you're like, okay, pick a number between 1 and 10. Or no, 1 and 5. You don't want to deal out that many cards. So say they say 4 this time. So you're going to take all the cards under that card. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. And then on 4, you take out the 9. You tell them to look at that top card. So they look at the top card. It's going to be the 9. So you know what their card is from the start. So it's basically really easy. So now, you just tell them to stuff them in anywhere. You can do, a fan and have, and usually they're going to ask all together or not. And you can say, whatever. And tell them to just say, I'm going to shuffle up the deck. You can even have them shuffle. I personally don't do that because then they get suspicious and think that already know what the card is, so I don't do that. So we already know what the 9 of clubs. So we look for the 9 of clubs. And you're like, all right, I'm gonna look for your card, and if I find your card, just say yes or no. So now you find the 9, okay? And so you're gonna take the 8, which is 2 cards above it, because there's the 9, there's the 3, and the 8. Okay, so you're gonna take the 8, you're gonna put it on bottom. You're gonna put all the rest of the cards on bottom. You're gonna say, is that your card? They're gonna say no. And now you really have to act this out. That's just the hardest part of the trick. The rest of the trick is easy, but the most important part is just to act it out and actually think that you completely messed up on this. So you're like, oh, okay, alright. So then you're going to put the bottom card down, the 8, and say, alright, you're going to put it on a table or whatever. Or you could just say, hold out your hand. So you're like, alright, put your hand on that, don't lift it up. Okay, so you don't want them looking at it. And you're like, okay, show the next, and you're going to show the next bottom cards. And when you do this, it kind of looks like you're just kind of fooling around with the deck, but actually get a break 2 cards under. Yeah, so then, because the 9's right there. So get a break right there and say, okay, is that your card? It's going to be 3, and they're going to say no. And you have to really act out this part too. So you're like, oh, okay, all right. So what you're going to do now is you're going to take, instead of the 3, you're going to take the 9, just like that. This has to go really fast. And once you have the 9, get rid of the break and just pull out that card, okay? Alright, and then you're going to put the 9 out and say, put your hand on that and don't lift it up, okay? Now, make sure instead of just saying, is the top card your card, make sure you cut the deck, because then people look at the bottom card and say, oh, hey, you never took that card. So cut the deck and say, now when I cut the deck, it should be that card. And they'll say no. You'd be like, what? Well, it should have been that card. And point to the card, which one it is, and it is the 9. You get really great effects with this trick. I've had one person scream one time, but that is the transforming card, and I will see you all guys later. Make sure to post a comment.